Okay, YouTubers, I changed locations so I can make sure this was a little more level than the last area. So, because as I go up, I really want it to be more precise. And I'm just straightening up because when you move stuff, you tend to move things around just a tad. So I'm getting it while I'm also mixing up my next batches. I have one batch in my bubble remover to see what happens with that and make sure it's good. And then we'll just kind of work our way from there. It's a pretty one. Dang, that one I don't know. I don't know how I want it to lay because it's beautiful both ways. All right, let's talk about some of the stuff. All right, it's good to have a really nice area where you can work and you don't have it all like messed up and dirtied up and everything else. But some days when I'm doing stuff, it gets away from me and my workstation isn't as neat as I would like it to be. I like to have all of my stuff available to me. Now, remember, I'm new, so I've only been doing it for 4 months, but I've kind of got a addictive personality. So in the process of my addictive personality, if you came into my work studio, and that's what I'm calling it now, it's not a craft room, this is more of a studio. If you came in here, you'd be like, she must have been doing this forever, because I have all the little gadgets and stuff that new people need. And I watched Vicky, so Vicky had been doing it a little longer, and anything she had, I was like, oh, I gotta have that too. So we've got the resin bubble remover little thing by Resiner. We've got the little oven that's got the 3 drawers that stack and stuff to heat it up when we have small projects that we're just in a hurry because we can't wait. Because again, that goes back to being impatient. We've got our heating pads, but this room is an all glassed in room. So it's the summertime. I get more heat than I need. I told everybody, I was like, man, some days you're going to come in here and I'm going to be in shorts and a tank top and just burning up, pouring sweat. But I'll be getting things done, and the resin works really good in this kind of heat. Now, in wintertime, I use my heating mats, which I only did for 1 month. That was wintertime, but the heating mats worked really good. I have my 99% alcohol because anything lower than that doesn't really clean up, so I've learned that. And so there's spray bottles. And then I have my water I have in spray bottles too, just because, just in case I need it. Mica powder. Shoot, when you're a new person and you're ordering, you'll get more mica powder than you'll know what to do with. At least you'll think, man, what am I going to do with all this stuff? But mica powder is a great thing to have, and all the different colors are amazing. I've got the light and a magnifying glass, which is perfect because I'm getting older, so I can't see like I used to. I have all kinds of lights in here, though. I've got this table that does the leveling, and then I've got a table on the other table for when Vicky's over here, for her to be able to get everything level. It's funny because Vicky and I both have our room set up where I can go over to her house and I can work, and I have my own little workstation there, and then she's got her workstation here, so when she comes over here to work, we both have been working on cups, but Vicky's been working on them more than I have. Vicky's better at that. She has more patience. I don't have that. I just don't have the patience. I know you guys have heard that. Hold on 1 second. Ziggy, stop. And I had to make my timer, which is my Amazon little speaker that does my music and everything else, because sometimes when I'm in here I like listening to Kenny G. No mute, just no words, just listening to him. But I had to change the name to Ziggy because I have a Alexis who's here, and every time I would yell Alexis, my little speakers would ask me what, or I'd yell Alexa, and my speaker would ask me what. So I changed it to Ziggy, so now there's no confusion. And let's see. All right, so I'm about to pull that one out for the bubbles, and then this one's going to go in. And again, I'm using Beast Bond. I really like Beast Bond. It comes out pretty crystal clear. There might be a couple bubbles, but there's not very many. And I do it for 5 minutes, and that'll work it out good. So when I'm ready to pour, there might just be a couple things I have to clean up, but not by much. So I see a couple little bubbles. Let me get my torch. I came back over here to torch, and heck, there's only like 2 bubbles in there now. Good. All right. You're not supposed to bring it to fire. Sometimes it goes to fire and sometimes it doesn't. All right. So when you're gonna pour this, you're gonna pour it nice and soft, not too fast. I start at the edges and work my way around. Oops. That was a little faster. The reason why you want to go slow is because you want to prevent the bubbles. Can we get it inside there? All right, let's see. Wow, I might not need all of that other. But sometimes it's better to have too much than not enough. And see how it's coming out so good and clear. It's all filling in nicely. And again, some people say don't scrape it. I scrape just because of the fact that I can't stand wasting any. Alright, I'll clean that up in a minute. Oh, let's see where a rock came out. Gives a whole new meaning to rock slide. And you can finagle it and move it some, because you're going to use the dryer or your air gun to straighten stuff up anyways. But I prefer not to do this. I would rather just have, you can see how the little bubbles pop up there. I'd rather just have some more that I put in. Alright, and it's ready. So turn off, open it up, let the air come out. I count to 30. I see a couple bubbles that I'm gonna have to get. All right, let's get this out now. We'll get the few bubbles. And a suggestion, when you're doing your torch, you definitely want to wipe your hands off or trying to keep them kind of clean, because your torch tends to stick when you use when you get the resin on it. Oh, what is that? There. All right, and look, it's filled in. That is good. I love it when that happens. There you go. So clearly I'm not going to need to use all of this. So if you have another project going that you want to use them in, you can do that. Just so happens I do have another thing I want to do, so I'll set that there. See, I see 2 bubbles. And it's really quick. There we go. There's a bubble right there. There we go. All right. Now you let everything sit. And then we'll get ready for the next step.